Hello my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. I keep getting disconnected, so here's a part 2 to my other video. So we have the Tesla hairpin coming out of the top dielectric side, and I am running it over to a coil that I have out with a grounding rod running through the center. Light bulb in the middle of it. We have off to the side another light bulb with a copper just coiled going to ground, and then I got a light up in the tree, and I will just be touching around the tree to light a light bulb. On the hairpin, I got the gap real close together. Let's go ahead and adjust my fan so we have the right. I have the gap real tight. Adjust it right there. And we have our wires coming out to that primary out there, and we're going to set this, and that's at 60 volts. Alright, so we're at 58 volts or whatever. Spark gap going. Come over to this coil. You see the light lighting up. It's connected to nothing. Just sitting here. Check the tail end of it. You get any light? Nothing off the tail. Lighting off the top. Definitely lighting off the top. Lighting off the top. Oh wait, I'm getting light off the tail. I just can't touch it. You can't ground it. Got light over here. Light up top. Running down. Light off the bottom. Yep. Alright, let's go out here. We got my one coil. Lighting up down here. I got just a coil. Got a light bulb up in the tree. Light lighting up. I'm in a, what is this? This is a lime tree. So we got a light lighting up. This radiant energy likes trees. But the key thing is, ground helps, but the radiant energy likes the air. Big time. Well, I gotta say, big time. Alright, so let's go back over here and let's turn it off. Let's see if there's any difference when you give the gap. What is that gap? That's about an inch. Yeah, it's about an inch and change, I would say. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Got to turn it up. And remember, they're not connected to anything. Go out here. Got the tree lighting up. My family's calling me. I gotta turn this off. This stuff is happening in the house. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's family for you. Guess it wasn't doing anything in the house. Usually it does. And it'll turn the relay on in my condensing unit in the house. And that was them to tell me my dinner's almost ready. So I got a few minutes here. Let's put down a little closer. Let me take a little hit of my beer Budweiser. Bam! Alright, so there. This coil connected to nothing. This is connected to nothing. And you guys leave some questions. Very interested in the whole setup. I know this is just a hairpin. You got a oscillation. I'll tell you what I see from working with it is you create, so I'm putting 60 cycles into the system, and then through the spark gap I'm creating an oscillation that builds amplitude. So the 60 cycles no longer comes into play when it comes to the dielectric side, the inside of the capacitors, because the outside stays fluctuating with the 60 cycles. So this will be a positive, this will be negative, this will be positive, this will be negative. So it's kind of a washboard, back and forth 60 times a cycle. Well, in the spark gap, it's building up this crazy oscillation back and forth, and it kind of builds on top of the wave, because if you look at this capacitor, these two plates will be, well, one plate would be a wave, and this one plate here would be a wave. So the backside is the radiant energy, which is the dielectric. It's building in between the waves. So you have this gradual build, and you'll see that this really gets vicious. And it actually shows out here in the field and whatever you're working on. So if you put it into a regular Tesla coil, the difference between this and like pulsing it with like a rotary gap or something like that, you have more control. This here is like a NASCAR race motor that you can't control. It's wide open, and I could turn it down a little bit here, or I can put the gap together a little closer, and by putting the gap together closer I can calm it down a little bit. But I can't get it on an oscilloscope, it's too much. And let's go ahead and fire this up since the family ain't screaming for me. I'll move this fan over, and we're going to go back out and just see what I do. I moved it just a little bit closer. See if there's any difference with that one coil there. I want to see if it gets brighter. Move it apart a little bit. In the air, so just holding it up in the air, put it down in there, watch my finger. So I'm touching that, which is going to the ground. You can see the energy rushing to the ground and coming through my finger. You see that? And you can see the light up in the tree. You see my light lighting up along the tree. So I'm getting that radiant out. So far I can get about 50 feet. And I know I can go about 100. I'm going to fire up my workshop. Now you can't even see it down there in the dark. I'm going to fire my workshop up down below. It's about 150 feet away. Alright, let's go in here. Alright, let's calm this beast down like I'll show you again. We'll move it real close. Real close. Now you can see it, I got it wide open real close. Lighten up, lighten up. Got helicopters flying over. Yep, they're checking me out. Yep, there goes the helicopters. Let me give him something. Let me give him a little visual. Back it up a little bit. As soon as I do that, it gets nuts. Give the helicopter a little. Got my trees out here. Got light in the tree, light in the ground, light in the soil. Just touching the tree with the light again. Well, you guys, thanks for watching. Turn that beast off. You guys see that? I was touching this and the sparks were coming out. This is not connected to nothing. This is just up in the air. And what I noticed was up in the air really takes off. Everything I got, like I said, everything up in the tree, and there's a lot of studying to do. Hope you guys enjoy my new Nicole Tesla channel. And also I got the Vinny St. Vincent channel going. I started a new channel out there. It's called Ed Lead Scallon's Rockgate. And that one is just going to be totally 100% Ed Lead Scallon work. And the Nikola Tesla one will be just Tesla work. And then the Vinny St. Vincent is going to be a little mix of both. And I'm going to have to add in some of my Wilhelm Reich. I love my Wilhelm Reich. With some organic, inorganic energy, and we'll add some others. We'll start doing categories of different people, and that'll be the Vinny St. Vincent channel, which will be let's just say a blend of the greats, people who study this stuff and way beyond. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave some comments. I like the comments you guys leave, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.